Welcome back to the channel. Did you know that Alabama prison system is operating currently at 150% capacity? That's a staggering statistic that highlights just how dire the situation is in the state of Alabama and the prison system. Stay tuned and we'll talk more about the overcrowding and the conditions of the prison system. All right, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to dive into the Alabama prison system, a place that's gained a notorious reputation over the several years with reports of overcrowding, violence, and inhumane conditions. It's no wonder that the growing concerns about how the state manages the correctional facilities. In this video, we're going to explore the shocking truths behind the Alabama prison, and trust me, you don't want to miss out on this. To understand the current situation, we need to take a step back and look at the history of Alabama prison system. Over the past few decades, the incarcerated rate of Alabama has skyrocketed. In the 1980s, the prison population was around 7,000, but now it's more than 20,000. That's a staggering increase. This surge in numbers has been fueled by a combination of tough on crime policies and mandate sentences laws. Unfortunately, the facilities themselves haven't kept up. Many of these prisons were built back when the population was far lower, leading to overcrowding. From violence to mental health crisis among the inmates, let's talk about the current state affairs of Alabama prisons. Recent reports have highlighted numerous lawsuits filed against the state for the horrific conditions within these facilities. Inmates have often lived in overcrowded cells, sometimes forced to share spaces meant for one person with 3 and 4 others. The lack of basic necessities like sanitary, adequate health care, and mental health support is alarming. In these situations, the federal government has stepped in, demanding change for improvement. Just last year, the federal judge ruled that the state must take immediate actions to reduce the prison populations to improve the living conditions. However, progress has been painfully slow, and many advocates worry that the state isn't doing enough to address the root cause of these problems. Moreover, the violence within these prisons continue to rise. Reports of fights, stabbings, and even the deaths has become all too common. Inmates frequently face threats from other inmates, and guards often struggles to maintain order. The whole system is in chaos, and it's clear that something needs to change before it spirals further out of control. But when prisons become overcrowded and underfunded, they fail to serve their purpose in rehabilitating individuals. Instead, they become a breeding ground for violence and recidivism, trapping people in a cycle they can't escape. This has led to consequences not just for the inmates, for the communities as well, as inmates are torn apart as society remains unaddressed. If Alabama can't figure a way to address these systematic issues, we could be looking at a future where the problems only grows worse. It's a wake-up call that we as a society needs to rethink our approach to justice and rehabilitation. Supporting these quotes and interviews to give you some perspectives, I want to share a few quotes from the direct impacted by the system. One former inmate stated, "I felt like I was living in hell. There was no hope. No hope. Just a constant fight for survival." Advocates have also voiced their concerns, with one saying, "The situation in Alabama prison is a humanitarian crisis. We need immediate action to protect the rights and dignity of the incarcerated." These voices highlight the very real human impacts of the issues that we have discussed, underscoring the urgencies for reform. In conclusion, the Alabama prison system is facing a critical moment. The combination of overcrowding, violence, and a lack of resources paint a bleak picture of what's happening inside these facilities. As we've seen, the implication extended far beyond the prison walls, affecting families and communities all across the state. If there's anything that we could take away from this, it's that real change is needed. Justice and rehabilitation should be at its forefront of all discussions about prison reform. It is a high time we start addressing these issues head on. So what do you think about the state of Alabama's prison system? I'd love to hear from what your thoughts and comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about the criminal justice reform, make sure you check out my other videos. One of these back here. Your voice matters, and together we can push for a change for our society desperately needs. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this, and we always want to thank you for watching.